Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. How are you? My name is Shaniqua, also known as Unique. And on today's Breaking the Cycle series, we are going to talk about higher education versus trades. Now, what we're going to do to break the cycle is stop telling our kids that we don't have to go to college, or college is not important, or you don't need to go to college to make a whole bunch of money, or going to college just puts you in debt. Is all of that true? Yes. However, if your child has the ability to go to college and be successful, why would you negate that? I'll talk about trades in the next part of my series, but for today, we're going to talk about getting a degree. Let me explain something to you. POCs, person of color, POCs are treated vastly different from our non-POC counterparts. Big surprise? No. So I want you guys to do your research. Women of color are treated differently in medical facilities than non-POC women. An example is the Williams sister. She was giving birth to her child and almost lost her life after expressing to doctors numerous times that there were some complications, and they dismissed her. Now, this is a woman with coin, with a skill. She is famous, and she still almost lost her life because a doctor thought that she was full of it. How many times have our black, brown, Latino boys have been arrested and have to stand in front of a judge who don't look like us, who don't understand us, and have no sympathy, empathy for us? How many times has your son been represented by somebody who didn't look like him? I am a black woman with a license to practice mental health counseling. And what's so important is that when I open my private practice, I want people who look like me to feel comfortable talking to someone like me. Because not everybody's going to understand the ratchetness in a professional tone. See where I'm going with this? Stop telling our kids that school is not important. If your kid has the ability, has the wherewithal, has the mental capacity to obtain higher education, push for it. Encourage it. Water that seed. Love that seed and let it flourish. Because at the end of the day, yes, we can be 100% successful without a degree. However, you cannot be a lawyer, a doctor, a judge, a psychiatrist, a psychologist, or any of the other sorts of, real impactful positions without a degree. You need a degree to be a politician, and politicians invoke change. I'm just saying. Systemic racism comes from the top down. And if no one makes it to the top to do some type of changes, we're never going to prosper. It's never going to happen. To be honest with you, I'd rather go to a black gynecologist, a black male gynecologist. I'm not bashing anybody. The way you raise your kids is the way you raise your kids. But time and time again, I hear that people who go and aspire for higher education ends up paying back an astronomical amount of student loans and blah, blah, blah. Yes, that's true. There are ways for you to obtain a bachelor's degree without investing a dime of your own money. And yes, when you go into a master's and PhD, now is the time where you acquire loans if you cannot pay the funds out of pocket. That is absolutely true. I personally am in debt with student loans. However, I personally have debt with student loans. However, though that debt is it's nothing in comparison to the changes that I'm making. And because I have a degree, I'm pretty much guaranteed a job in any field that, requires that degree. Guaranteed a job. It's a shortage of LMHTs as it is. I'm almost guaranteed a job in most offices that I walk into. And because I have a license to practice mental health counseling, no matter what the position is, I have the right to ask for a certain amount start pay. And that start pay is sufficient enough to cover the little student loans that I'm paying. Honestly, I can do hair, I can do a lot of things, I can bartend, I can do a lot of things. And it's not to say that because I have this degree and I have this position that I'm not going to utilize my skills. It just means that I am in a position to invoke change. I told you guys in one of my first videos that I'm the supervisor of a team of wonderful women who go out and they invoke change. Period. How do new generations say it? Period, poo. All I'm saying is don't discourage your kids to go and seek higher education. If they can do it, you should push them to do it. Encourage that. Let them go on and do that. That way we can have some more people in our communities in positions of power that can start to change something. I'm just saying. But if you have made it this far, I want you to stop for a second, subscribe to my channel, share this. Even if you don't subscribe, share this, because this is something that we really need to consider in the future. We really need to consider this in the future.